Alright guys, Cyberpunk Edge Runners adds a ton of new items and changes. In this video we're gonna talk about some of the cool new customization options that you can get, the Edge Runners show related items, and a ton of new iconic weapons that you might not want to miss in the new update 1.6, so let's begin. I really have to give props to CD Projekt Red for the two new features that they added. One of them is the cross progression, which basically lets you share save files between different systems and platforms. You can activate this right away when you load into patch 1.6, and you can carry over from PC to console and vice versa, for example. Another big one is going to be the Transmog that you can access right away from the wardrobe in any of these apartments. So this is where you're going to be able to apply the skins that you currently unlocked from different clothing pieces to pretty much anything you might wear right now. On to the left side, you have a column that lets you save up to 6 wardrobe outfit presets that you can quickly switch between when you come back in later. Meanwhile, onto the right side, you have each individual body section that you can further, customize with whatever skins you have unlocked, including the possibility to make that specific part invisible if you want to, so totally an option. Once you do all of that, if you head over into your character's inventory screen, you will see the item and how it is by default, as well as the skin that you applied to it, so that you always know that you transmog that at the wardrobe. Which, by the way, you will need because we are getting at least one new customization option from a mission called Over the Edge that you can find right here in Santo Domingo, specifically close to this mega building. If you head over in between these two walls, you will notice, the Edge Runners logo. If you interact with it, you can also use a BD, which is going to give you a really cool cutscene. It's not over yet though, because you still need to progress through that mission, so the next thing is to go ahead and go into the About David Martinez section, into the conversation that you have with El Capitan Reyes. So you're gonna be able to have a conversation with him. It's tied in a bit to the show, so I will not spoil anything. You can read it for yourselves. Once that is done, you need to wait about 24 in-game hours for him to contact you back about a certain thing. So just pass a few days, maybe walk around or use a car if it doesn't pop off automatically after 24 in-game hours, and eventually you will get a different text from a character named Falco. Once done, simply head over to the area that is indicated through the mission, which is going to bring you near Reyes, nearby this dam, and just get David's jacket from the side of the edge right here. So this is going to be an iconic outfit. It gives you that legendary version right away, but you can also craft it. It looks really awesome. It also comes with 2 upgrades, and you can immediately, wear it if you don't have anything better, or transmog that onto an existing skin or item that you already have. I think it looks awesome, one of my favorite, and will definitely be using it from this point on. But it doesn't stop there. We have new gigs and new ways to acquire up to 11 new items. The first one is going to be the Hypercritical Precision Rifle, an insane beast that obliterates anything you shoot at. So this is going to be acquired during the gig called Concrete Cage Trap that you can start right here in Kabuki. Just make sure you're a little bit further in the main story and also complete the previous gig that was also located in this area. But during this mission is where you encounter this character, and by the side of him also the really awesome precision rifle. Now this does have a 15 body requirement to use it perfectly, but even if you don't meet those requirements, it's still an absolute beast, and as you can see, I'm still completely destroying entire groups of enemies. The recoil on it is huge, but that's because it literally feels like you're shooting a cannon that just deletes everything in sight. By the way, here are how the stats look like in case you are wondering, and I believe you can make it way better than how it is in this footage. There's another weapon that you can get though, but not iconic, from one of the new gigs, which is going to be located right here in Santo Domingo from the gig called Nasty Hangover. So as soon as you enter the building, on this very desk you will see the weapon for free, so you can grab it right away instead of having to purchase it for a hefty sum of money from a vendor. But this is another unique gun added. Not sure if an iconic version of it exists, but it just destroys targets. So super easy to aim for the headshots, and more important, it has such a massive burst. I believe it's the best SMG in whole Cyberpunk. One of my favorite, and it also kind of does a very interesting chirp kind of sound effect when you shoot with it. Totally worth it and super unique. But let's keep on going because there's at least 6 more weapons you can get from actual vendors, starting with the rifles and pistols right here in Japantown onto this side of the map. You're gonna be able to cycle through these, so if you don't see all of them, simply reload the time 24 hours ahead and you're gonna be able to eventually get all of them. In this case, as you can see, I got 3 of them, including the VST power shotgun, the newly added MA70 LMG, and the Kappa pistol in one single batch, but you can probably get more as well. So yeah, these are basically clones or reskins of existing weapons. Like for example, the Kappa is just another smart pistol. I did not see it doing anything new that we didn't encounter before. It has the same tracking bullets that any other smart pistol in the game already has. It deals nice damage. I think its strong point is the fact that it looks cool, and that is pretty much it. What looks cool and is also very useful is the new LMG, the MA70HB. So this one actually deals tons of damage, has great accuracy and stability, and also sets targets on fire. By far one of my favorite new weapons, even though technically speaking, I think there is an equivalent of it already in the game somewhere. Now, this is going to deal so high damage, you're probably not going to need the previous one, and you can easily get it with like these high stats that I already got for the epic one. Again, not sure if these also come with the iconic versions, so let me know down below if you find any of them. The final one is going to be the new power shotgun, the VST-37, and just like what the name implies, well, this is a power shotgun, so this is going to have great accuracy, fast reload times. It's going to push back enemies like crazy, and you can shoot it very fast. It almost feels like an SMG at first when you use it. It also kind of looks a bit like an SMG, but it's definitely a shotgun and it definitely behaves like one. A final item that you can get from the same NPC in Japantown is going to be the Kyubi new power assault rifle. Now again, I did not notice anything new in terms of functionality. I think there are plenty other similar weapons like this that use ricochet bullets in the default Cyberpunk experience. It looks just nice. You can obviously use that feature, but outside of this, it doesn't really do much out of the ordinary. What we do have on top of this is also some brand new unique, well, swords and knives and all kinds of stabby killy kind of weapons that you can obviously find from the coach right here near your apartment. If you enter his inventory screen, you're gonna be able to get the Karomatic new Chainsword and also some of the brand new knives, like for example the Neurotoxin that I played with and I think is really awesome. By far the coolest has to be the Chainsword, the Karomatic. It's basically a sword that has a chainsaw on it, and yeah, it basically does what a chainsaw does. It just shreds everything to pieces. Damage on it is super high, it's super brutal, and pretty much exactly what Cyberpunk needs. So yeah, more of these, CD Projekt Red, please. I kind of like them a lot. Finally, let's also not forget about the new knives. Specifically, I want to focus on Neurotoxin because it's my favorite, both aesthetically and because it does a lot of headshot damage. It has a lot of bleeding and poison capabilities, and it just works amazing now with the revamp of how throwing daggers works in Cyberpunk 2077. So not only does this insta-kill anything that you aim for the headshots with because of that insane multiplier, but even if you don't and you use a proper build, that build-up of poison is going to be so high that nothing will resist for more than a few seconds. And even if they do, they will be disabled, nauseous, maybe even like vomit. So pretty brutal again, liking these, the aesthetics and how useful they are in combat. In any case, expect more Cyberpunk content and guides here on this channel, so if you want to stay up to date with a lot of that, then leave a like, subscribe and activate that notification bell, and I'll see you guys in the next video.